From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
Nice to see you, Southwest Montana. I've been live in the Westpaw factory all morning long. What did you miss? Well, I'll be sure to fill you in right here pretty soon.
The EPA wanted input from the Butte community, and it wasn't pleasant. I'll tell you what was said.
And it's a chance to be a kid in an environment where the opportunity hasn't been available. We're talking about getting kids outside and mobile. That comes up in just a moment.
Thought you were talking about Montana This Morning.
That's what we're doing. 6:30, Chet Lehman, Matt Elwell in studio. Our own Jane McDonald elsewhere, currently hanging out with our friends down at Westpaw Designs and Factory. Beautiful morning on your way down there, Jane. It sounds like work is progressing nicely there as well.
Absolutely, Chet. It definitely is. Throughout the morning, kind of just started off with 4 people, myself included, but now the team is here. You got to be ready. The team is here hard at work.
The team is here hard at work as well. AAA is on the way, continuing to put the jumper cables to the weather center here.
And yes, I did try turning it off and turning it back on again.
I knew that was a thing. Meantime, the temperatures outside feel pretty good. We can't show you what they are.
Luckily, this is one of those days we don't need to worry about that part of it. The graphics really don't tell the story. Looking outside,
it's lovely.
Montana State University, just a light breeze, comfortable conditions, a few passing clouds. By the afternoon, we'll see these skies beginning to clear. Our temperatures today expected to be into the 70s, both east and west of the divide. We do have cooler weather on the way, but first, a good chance of showers. I'm going to go do CPR on the computers for a little while.
Put on that jumpsuit with your name on it, because you've
right.
got some mechanic work to do over there. While Matt's doing that, we're going to check back in with Jane again. Jane, busy. I can hear the banging and work going on down there, literally, that will be sent all over the world. Am I right?
Yeah, you are absolutely right, Chet. So for the last 27 years, Westpaw, I would argue, has been a staple here in Bozeman and here in the Treasure State. They ship internationally. A lot of pet owners are happy when they see that box come to their door, but it's not just that. It's also about conservation and being environmentally friendly. 16 million water bottles, Chet. Just try to wrap your mind around that. Converted into dog toys. I mean, just think about all that plastic that could have gone into the oceans or waterways, now being converted into something your pooch can enjoy as well. But not just in the world, right here in Montana. For instance, the Yellowstone flooding last year, Westpaw helped out the Stafford Animal Shelter, both financially and just through labor, to help them in a really, really tough situation, Chet. So I've been here all morning, but if you need me, I have some goggles on. I can come and help Matt at the Weather Center if he needs me.
We may call you back early to help with that, Jane. We'll check back in with you in just a little bit. We do have some election news to pass along, though, here at 6:33. Of course, yesterday was Election Day. Can't bring you all the races. That's happening on the screen below me, but we can bring you a few. Take a look at this. The Gallatin Valley Urban Transportation District. Do you want to create it? Yes or no? Simple question, and it looks like the answer was simply yes. 79% of Gallatin Valley voters saying yes, they'd like to create that urban transportation district. Other news to pass along on the election front, Montfortin with a school bond of some $14.875 million. Voters in Montfortin saying no to that one. 714 saying no, 616 voters saying yes. So that one right now falling 54 to 46%. These are unofficial results, not all of them in yet. We will have that for you tonight, 5:30 and 10. Elsewhere in Big Sky, the school district up there looking for a school bond of some $19.85 million. That one also right now falling some 55% to 45%. Now, of course, again, we can't bring you all of the results during the newscast, but on the screen below me, the ticker will continue to bring that through Montana this morning, and you can head on over to our website, kbzk.com, to get the latest as well. In other news from Southwest Montana on this Wednesday, the Environmental Protection Agency heard plenty of complaints from residents during a community meeting Monday evening in Butte about health concerns and the progress the cleanup in the Butte Superfund site. MTN's John Amy picks up that story.
The Environmental Protection Agency wanted input from the Butte community about its cleanup efforts. Well, They certainly got an earful at a recent community meeting, and much of it was frustration and even distrust in the agencies responsible for this cleanup.
We're talking about the health of not only your adults, children. And God forbid you are poisoning the children of this community. Hell has no fury like Butte citizens.
Representatives from the EPA met in Butte recently, along with EPA Region 8 Administrator Casey Becker via video conference call to hear comments and concerns from the public over the Superfund cleanup from past mine waste due to over a century's worth of mining. Many objected to the EPA's standards for lead levels in the soil, which is higher than levels in other areas.
Over 50% of the folks they tested, their drinking water exceeds the action levels that EPA has set. And my question is, when is the EPA going to update the community on the West Side soils?
Some have questioned the use of partially contaminated soil, known as gray dirt, to cover areas where polluted soil had been removed.
And to take gray dirt that still is polluted to cover an area that's been cleaned up is one of the most asinine things I ever heard in my life.
Many complained that little progress has been made in the cleanup effort since Butte signed the consent decree 3 years ago.
Between the EPA, ARCO, the state of Montana, all the other, whoever else you want to add, you've lulled this community to sleep. You've done nothing. You've done nothing to protect us.
The EPA noted the concerns, and Butte Chief Executive J.P. Gallagher assured independent studies will be done to examine lead levels and other health concerns.
And I understand the distrust. I understand it, but we have to work together to get to the ends of the means. So I want you to know that this isn't going on deaf ears in our local government. We're fighting for this.
In Butte, John Amy, MTN News.
6:37 now. State and federal wildlife agencies in Wyoming are investigating a disturbing case. A grizzly found shot dead just 14 miles outside of Yellowstone National Park in what appears to be an act of poaching. MTN's David Jay has the details.
A wildlife photographer in Wyoming came across a bear that had been killed. Pictures have been posted on social media, and it's not clear exactly what happened, but it's brought up responses from those who work closely with animals. Photographer Amy Gerber was driving along the North Fork Highway between Cody and Yellowstone National Park when she spotted something that made her hit her brakes. A grizzly bear lying dead just a short distance off the road, surrounded by game wardens.
The game and fish guys looking around an area, I'd heard that a bear had been hit by a car. So I stopped, and when I spoke with them, the bear had not been hit by a car. They confirmed to me that the bear had been shot.
The Wyoming Game and Fish Department won't confirm the bear was shot, but confirm it and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service are investigating.
One photograph, it appeared that maybe the right paw was missing, but he said no, it was just folded under.
Gerber has been a biologist and a natural wildlife photographer for more than 30 years, and even knows some bears in and around Yellowstone by number or name.
I think I saw this bear a couple of days ago. It looks like the same bear, and I saw it in the willows along the river.
Anytime that we see an animal that dies of suspicious causes, especially gunshots, your mind immediately goes there, and it's a sad day when things like that happen to our wildlife.
Jeff Ewelt, Zoo Montana Executive Director, says poaching cases do not happen often, but when they do, it's a big concern, especially when it involves a federally protected animal under the Endangered Species Act.
It's devastating for us in the animal world to see something like this, to see a beautiful animal like that wasting away for no reason. It's just a sad day.
It's currently estimated there are fewer than 1,800 grizzly bears living in the lower 48. Another reason Gerber says crimes like this are just so heartbreaking.
We live in this amazing place. We live in this last stronghold for something like a grizzly bear in the lower 48 states. And I mean, I don't take that for granted one single day.
In Billings, David Jay, MTN News.
On a peaceful playground in Dayton, Kentucky, kids do what kids do. They chalk up the sidewalk,
he's taking pictures,
they swing on the bars, and when they see a news camera, they jump in the shot. One even asked us to promote his TikTok. This is Innocence.
Great day, being cute, lots of space.
But it's also where Caitlin Sparks is discussing death. The death last summer of her friend, Gloria San Miguel, hit by a car while riding her bike.
Sometimes the only time we get press is when somebody dies. For them to pay attention to this issue at all, we had to lose our dear friend, and Gloria's daughter had to lose her mother.
San Miguel was one of a projected 7,200 pedestrians killed in traffic crashes last year. It's the highest number in nearly 4 decades. Crashes involving speeding cars and youth more than doubled from 2018 to 2020. Kentucky was among the few states where the numbers went down. But as Sparks saw, even one life lost can devastate a community and a family.
And I think about, like, what a great mama, what a great mom Gloria was. And yeah, and it's like, so let's do something about it.
Sparks works for a nonprofit called Tri-State Trails. She turned her eyes to Dayton, a small city growing with young families. A walkable city with riverside trails and business owners like Alejandra Flores.
You want espresso or just your chata?
She runs a Honduran coffee shop on the city's main drag.
There's a lot of kids I see here, like in morning hours that they're walking to their school or in the afternoon.
Soon, one of those kids will be her son, Aldo.
It's like, oh, I can see my son in the future getting involved.
Which returns us to the playground and what will be there by year's end.
So we said, let's build a traffic garden.
Tri-State Trails will build a traffic garden in the center of a park where elementary and high school students come for recess. It will build upon the examples of cities across time zones that have embraced the concept.
Intersections, crosswalks, stop signs. We are building like a little mini city. So we're gonna mimic a lot of what is seen out in the real world, the big world.
Cracks will be covered, murals will be painted, and if it goes as Sparks plans, a culture will be chiseled into a new generation. Among the innocents, education.
It's very clear to me that we need to prioritize human life and quality of life in small and grand ways. I think that this traffic garden is kind of connected to solutions for all of those things.
In Dayton, Kentucky, I'm Matt Pearl.